your boy K Samson. I have this topic for us. Everyone around you will love you until you start to do more better than them. So wait to the end of this video and see why I'm saying so. So you come to understand, or you come to a point in your life where everyone will love you even more than you love yourself. Everyone will care about you. Everyone will be saying they love you, they do this, they do that, they are ready to be with you forever, both rain and sun, both season and not season, both this and that. Many of them will be quoting different quotes, saying that they love you, they care, they are ready to be with you, that nothing will deprive them, nothing will take them away from you. But you will come to understand the moment you start to do more better than them, that is when you realize that they don't love you. They just love the fact that you are not doing more better than them. This is the world we are living. This is where we are. And this is where we are, what we are living again. So everybody around you will love you. Why? Because you are not doing more better than them. And what pain is that the moment you start to do more better than them, the moment you start to progress more better than them, the moment you start to do what they cannot do, the moment you start to enlarge and expand, the moment you start to become successful every blessed day or every moment, you come to realize that they will suddenly turn against you. That is where you understand that the life we are living, no one cares about you. No one wants you to be more better than them. Everyone will love you as long as you are not better than them. Yes, people will love you, care for you, cherish you, be there with you because you are not doing more better than them. Let's be real. People will love you as long as you are not doing well better than them. You are not becoming successful more than them. But the moment you start to do something that they can't do, the moment you start to progress more than them, the moment you start to do great more than them, you're going to realize that many of them will suddenly hate you overnight. Many of them will suddenly hate everything about you. Many of them will suddenly turn against you. Why? Because you are doing something that surprised them. Listen, it's me, your little boy K Samson. I don't know what you are waiting to subscribe. Listen, the truth I will always tell you. Everyone will love you. Your brothers, your sisters, your nephews, your cousins, name any of them, name them. They will truly love you. Be telling you, brother, we love you. Blood is thicker than water. Yeah. Blood is thicker than. They will not even pronounce it blood. Blood is thicker than water. Sugar is sweeter than what? Bitter leaf. So for this reason, you know that two hand is better than one. You know all these things. So no matter how hard this is for you now, we will always be there. Don't think that we are going to leave you. Don't think that we are going to forsake you. Don't think that we are going to disappoint you. Don't think that we are not going to be there for you. So many of them will be telling you all this word. Why? Because you are not doing more better than them. Believe me. Listen, when Joseph was born, it was not recorded that is the moment they start to treat Jacob bad. When Jacob was born, after, let me say, 5 years, 6 years, 8 years, I can gently say, let me say, it starts from 15 years. Let me put it in this way. So, along all this period of time, none of them is against Joseph. None of them trouble Joseph. But the moment Joseph start to interpret the dream, start to interpret what God have already made, how God have already prepared him, the foundation that God have laid in him, the dream, his own purpose on earth, that is when his brothers start to trouble him. So from that day back, no one troubled him. No one was against him. No one accused him. No one plot evil against him. But the moment they realize that there's something big about David, that means the moment they realize that David is going to be more successful than them, that is when they start to trouble David. Joseph, I forget. That is when they start to trouble with Joseph. Even David, when Saul realized that David was what was going to, people were shouting, David killed 10,000, why Saul killed 1,000? The moment they start to shout this thing, that is when Saul decide to turn against David, start to plot evil within him to make sure he do something bad to David. But when David was battling with Goliath, the thought of Saul was David to win Goliath. He have that joy because he promised whoever that kill Goliath, something will be offered to him. So he promised this. But when the moment David kill Goliath, that is when people start to shout, all those make announcement that David killed 10,000, while Saul the king killed 1,000. That is when Saul start to envy, jealous. So what am I trying to say? People will hate you. Why? Because you are not yet in the realm that you ought to be. You are not yet swimming in the realm. You are not yet swimming in that range. But the moment you step into that realm, the moment you step into that glory, the moment you step into that your abundance grace, that is when many of them will automatically become beasts. People whom you do used to eat with, people whom you do used to go out with, people whom you do used to go, stop with. Many of them will suddenly turn against you. Look at the brothers of Joseph. I can figure out or imagine that right from the birth, let me put it in this way, right from his kindergarten, that is the first school their children do used to attend 6 years, right from that school, reach primary school, reach secondary school, reach primary school, finish primary school, none of them trouble him. Let me make it clear to us, none of them trouble Joseph. All this while of his schooling, none of them, they were eating, going out, dancing, doing many things. But it come to pass when David starts to tell them his own purpose, the calling of God, when he dream about corn, I'm sure 7 corn, 7 days, bound down to another. 7 corn bound down to him. So what do I mean is this? The moment people figure out that you are becoming more better than them, that is when they will suddenly turn against you. People will not turn against you when you are not doing something that they can do. People will always be around you the moment they know that you are not doing something, or you are not becoming successful, or you are not becoming better than them. But the moment you start to be doing something they can do, and you start to achieve success more than them, you start to win more than them, you start to elevate more than them, you start to dream big more than them, that is when many of them, the beast in them, the anger, the jealous, the envy in them will suddenly do what? Rose up. So many people love you. Why? Because you are not yet in that realm. Believe me. Many people care about you. Why? Because you are not yet in that realm. There's something that I was telling when I traveled to Roman to do some certain things in that place. So I was with some of my friends that I meet there, because all immigrants are my friends. Everyone is my friend, not only immigrants. So we were discussing some certain things. So this guy was watching my video. So he said the word. He said, I talk about friend, and the other one that near us is a white guy. So it's an Italy. I don't know whether it's an Italy or this tourist. So the guy also hear English. He just hear when we are speaking. He decide to throw in. So he said, I love my friends. We all do things. We all care. I said, yes, that is quite correct. I'm not saying you should hate no one, but the issue is this: time is coming when you realize that not all of them who love you, all of them just love you because they know that you are not doing more better than them. And time will still come when all of them who you are living, who you are doing things with, doing stuff with, time will still come when you will look for them, you will not see them. Why? Because many of them who are with you here in Italy, some will travel to do what? To America. It may be that today may be your last day of seeing them. Not that they are dead, but they just decide to travel out. So if you, I tell you that if you refuse to work on yourself because your friends always give you what you want, you will end up disappointing yourself. So why do I say so? So we were talking about you not quitting. I titled that message, you should never think of quitting. So the guy was yelling, he said, I will never quit because my friends are always with me. They always assist me. If I ask them for money, they will give me. It's my yes. But time is coming when you will ask them, they may not have to give you. They may not even give you. Not that they don't want to give you, but they don't have it. So if they don't have to give you, what will be your next option? That is when you yourself will be thinking that they are greedy. So I tell him a word. I say just work on yourself. Dream on yourself. Make sure you become something that you are dreaming to become. Fulfill your purpose. You're going to realize that at the end, you will not only shine, but you will make it. So why do I bring this? The moment you start to do more better than the rest of your friends, many of them will suddenly turn against you. Believe me, many of them will automatically suddenly turn against you. Many of them will start to talk bad of you because you are doing something that they can't do. They will start to envy you, jealous you, because they see you as someone who is now superior. They see you as someone who is greater. So they can't be with you because you are no longer in the same level or category with them. That is why they will envy you and jealous you. So if you are thinking and having that mindset that everyone around you love you, everyone around you like you, everyone around you care about you, there's something big that you are missing. That is called success. Try to make sure you become better than all of them. I'm not talking about competition, but try to make sure you become the best of yourself. And the moment you are becoming the best of yourself, you will discover that 95% of them will not be comfortable to be around you. Many of them will not be comfortable to stay in your life. Many of them will suddenly disappear. You know what I'm saying? So try to work on yourself. You will know that those who smile with you, many of them are just smiling because you are not doing well better than them. Many of them are also smiling because you are not succeeding. Many people who are smiling with you today, many of them are just smiling because you are not doing more better than them and you are failing like them. But the moment you start to make sure you relocate or you revise that mentality of being in the same level, you revise that mentality of being in the same position, you come to understand that many of them will suddenly hate you. The moment you tried all your best to be the best of yourself, not competition at all, trying to work on yourself to achieve some certain things, you realize that many of them will hate you. Remain blessed.